Hello, and welcome to the 4thDownPodcast. We are your hosts today, as always. My name is Alex,
My name is Mickey.
and today we're going to be going over the NFC West predictions for the 2023 NFL season. The NFC West had a bit of a injury bug last season. The Rams, defending champs that previous year, got the injury bug. The San Francisco 49ers, quarterback injuries, but the Niners would go on to win the NFC West with a 13-4 record. Now, we're going to just jump straight into their scheduling. We're going to start with fourth place team and work our way up. So, in last place in the NFC West, we got the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals, let's just say, is a dumpster fire over there. New GM, new coach. DeAndre Hopkins got released. Buda Baker wins a trade. Not a lot of good things happening to Seattle. Or not Seattle, Arizona. Apologies. So, let's look at their schedule real quick. They started the season at the Commanders. I think that's going to be a win for them. Then, home against the Giants, I think that's going to be a win. Now, let's just say the rest of their games for Week 18, I have them as losses. Cowboys loss. At 49ers loss. This schedule gets tough. Bengals home loss. At the Rams loss. Then they go Week 7 at Seattle loss. Ravens home loss. At Cleveland loss. Falcons lost. At Texans loss. Rams loss. At Steelers loss. Before heading to bye week. And in week 15, Niners loss. At Chicago loss. At Philly loss. And I think they'll win against Seattle because I think Seattle will probably either clinch a playoff spot or etc. Thoughts on that?
That's a long losing streak you got there going, bud.
Yeah, but if you look at their schedule, they play.
I'm not saying
Oh, I
it's
know.
not. I mean, the Cardinals are a dumpster fire. I'm not saying that's not realistic, but that would be impressive to go on a losing streak for that long.
Now, the flip games, I could see them probably winning at Cleveland, Atlanta, Texans. Those games, I think, they could easily be flipped because they're a talent. They're not. If Kyler Murray, which he's gonna, all eyes gonna be on him this season.
I think their ceiling could be about 7.
Yeah, 7 wins. This could be one of those things that, hey, this might bite me in the ass, but
Yeah, I mean, where they're at right now, I don't think anyone expects a whole lot of the Cardinals, but we'll see if that changes.
no. So, yeah, I think 3-14 is a good record prediction, and then, again, they have a tough schedule. That break between, like, Cleveland and Houston, I think that's around week 10 to 12. That'll be nice.
Yeah, and they have a late bye week.
So, yeah. All right. So, that's the fourth place Cardinals. Third place, we got the Seattle Seahawks, which,
Yeah. The Seahawks are another team that just, I don't know how they're going to perform.
well, they had a great offseason, in my personal opinion. First off, fleeced the Broncos with the Russell Wilson trade. I know it's still early to tell a trade, but, they got Witherspoon with the Broncos pick. They got Jackson Smith from Ohio State. I think Seattle is gonna be that team. Like, it could be a dark horse for not only playoffs. Well, I mean, they're playoff contenders, obviously, but maybe a dark horse to win a division. But let's look at their schedule real quick. Rams home, I have them being the Rams. At Lions, I think that's going to be a loss. Panthers, at the Giants, next 2 wins. At the Bengals, loss. Cardinals, Cardinals home, I think that's going to be a win. And then I got them Cleveland home win, at Ravens win, Commanders win. At the Rams, I have that as a loss. And then the San Francisco win, at Dallas loss. Then you have a week 13 bye week. And then at the 49ers loss, Philadelphia loss, at Tennessee loss. Steelers win, and at the Cardinals to end their season with loss. So that'll be a 9-8 record. I have.
Yeah, and again, they're another team that could do a lot better than that or could do worse, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. You know,
Yeah, so, but I think Geno Smith is very talented enough to take care of the football and everything.
yeah, it'll be interesting too to see because Geno Smith had a really good year last year, and let's see if that was a fluke or if it continues.
Yeah, so, again, Seattle's 9-8 record. Now let's jump on to the second place winners. So after briefly going over real quick, I do have. I should have done this before the show started. So I have a tie for first place, and just for sake, I can edit this out in the video. I have the Rams going second place with an 11-6 record. Now the Los Angeles Rams last year had a injury bug, which hurt the Rams. Matt Stafford got hurt. I think Aaron Donald got hurt too. I mean, they were just injury bugged. So 5-12 was their official record last season.
Yeah, I just added up your stuff, and you do, if you go by division records, have the Rams in second place.
Okay, thank you. little bit of a. I just realized I'm like, oh crap. But anyways, yeah, the Rams are second place. Let's go over schedule real quick. At Seattle loss, San Francisco loss. I'm going 0-2 to start season, but I think they win against the Bengals. They lose against the Colts. I think that's gonna be an upset loss. And in Philadelphia at home, I think they're gonna lose. Now keep in mind, I'm going 1-4 to start the season. Then you play the Cardinals, that's a win. Then you play the Steelers, that's a dub. You go to the Dallas Cowboys, I think that's gonna be a loss. I think Dallas is gonna be really good this season. At Green Bay, I think you win. Then you're gonna head into bye week with a 4-4 record, or 4-5 record. And then you get wins. Seattle win. At the Cardinals win. Browns win. At the Ravens win. Commanders, Saints home, don't matter, wins. At the Giants, I do have them losing at the Giants. And at the San Francisco 49ers, I have them winning with an 11-6 record.
Yeah, and see, it's... The Rams had the injury bug, the Super Bowl hangover. There was a lot of stuff going on. And now I think they're going to have a slow start to the season, I do think. I don't think it's going to be one of those running in, back at it again, you know. But I do think they can get back there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Matt Stafford getting old. I mean, their roster getting old. I mean, the only thing that's going to keep him pretty much, I don't know, is depending on what Matthew Stafford does, how can Sean McVay rebound. They're losing key pieces in the defense. They lost Leonard Floyd. They lost Allen Robinson on the offensive side of the ball. So we'll see. But I do think the Rams under McVay is always a great team. I do think they're going to rebound this season. I mean, this could be another take that, like, it could go backfire real quick. But I do have the Rams going 11-6. I just think Sean McVay with that Rams team is still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they have all the potential to get there. And I do think it is going to be a slow start, but I do think they'll get there.
And that leaves the division champs. I know their injuries, quarterbacks. I know Brock Purdy might not start. Who's going to have Trey Lance? Sam Darnold going to start. But I do have the San Francisco 49ers winning the division because their defense and the offensive weapons around them are insane. Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Nick Bosa, they lost Jimmy Ward, Fred Warner. They got John Hargrave from the Eagles. So, like, this Niners team is being built to... They're not, you know... It's like they didn't lose any key players at all. Maybe except for Jimmy Ward. But they have gotten players to, like, rebound.
Well, and when you have such a solid team around you, it doesn't matter who's at the head, you know? It doesn't matter if you have a rookie Brock Purdy or if you have Christian McCaffrey as your quarterback, you know? You can throw anyone in there as long as they're decent, and you'll have a solid gameplay because of how good their defense is and because of how good the pieces around them are.
Yeah, no, and so jump right into it real quick, the schedule. Let's start with it. They open the season at Pittsburgh. I have them losing that game. I think San Francisco struggles early on last couple of seasons, so like I think they lose at Pittsburgh. Then at the Rams, like they're gonna win. Giants win at home. Cardinals win at home. I think Dallas avenges their NFC divisional playoff loss. I think they beat the Niners. And at Cleveland, at Minnesota, their W's. Bengals loss. So I have them going to bye week with a 5-3 record. And then Jacksonville win on the road. Tampa Bay home win. At Seattle loss. At Philly loss. And then the next 4 games, Seattle at Cardinals, Ravens home, at Commanders are W's. And I have them ending the season, which could be, based on the records, could be a playoff spot for grabs or could be a divisional title. I do have them losing to the Rams.
Yeah, there could end up being a lot riding on that Week 18 San Fran Rams game, which is it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people forget how good the Rams are. Like, I just think give the Rams another season. Like, was that really a fluke or just an injury bug? I mean, I blame the injuries and all that around because they were a banged up team, but I do think the Rams have a favorable schedule too. Like, flip schedules too. I should did that real quick, but flip schedules like at Colts. This is for the Rams talking, by the way. At the Colts could be a flip. At the Giants on the road, and as for San Francisco, Pittsburgh could be. Rookie quarterback against that defense. Dallas, at Seattle, like both those guys can go like 12, 13 wins easily. Even Seattle could be too.
That Niners-Steelers game to start the season should be a fun one, just to see the defenses go at each other.
Yeah, and I mean later on, obviously, not right now, but like when September hits, we'll do our Week 1 picks. That's actually been like one of the only really good games on there. There's like 2-3 good games I think is gonna be really good on that Sunday. The primetime games are excellent. I think the primetime games should be really good. But as for the afternoon games, I think there's only 2 really good games, maybe 3. But back to the NFC West real quick. But yeah, just think the Niners have the better team all around, better defense. The Rams do have the better quarterback in Matthew Stafford, but I think when it comes all together with their defense and special teams, along with the potential offense that like Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and them guys pose under Kyle Shanahan's mind, there's no doubt about the San Francisco 49ers will be division champs.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it.
So just a little recap. We got the Cardinals 4th place with a 3-14 record. That one might bite us later on in the season. The Seattle Seahawks 3rd place with a 9-8 record. The Rams in 2nd place with 11-6 record. And according to the 4th Down podcast, the San Francisco 49ers will be division champs with an 11-6 record.
After we're done with all these, we'll have to look at our playoff bracket that we've made.
Oh yeah, we'll do a playoff bracket with our records and see who's gonna go Super Bowl.
And then in January we can compare.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun day. But I think that's all for today. We got 2 more divisions, and I think we're gonna do some fantasy football action. There'll be another video posted. That's not division rankings, but a discussion topic we talked about yesterday a little bit. So stay tuned for that. But yeah. Anyways, any last words?
I don't think so.
But anyways, thank you for listening as always to the 4th Down Podcast. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube under the 4th Down. Please follow us on TikTok and Instagram under the 4th Down. I'm not gonna make the Spotify joke because there's no sense of wasting those words because Spotify will happen, but it will not happen.
I'm not gonna waste those words. Instead, I'm gonna say double the words.
Yes. But anyway, guys, we appreciate our love and support. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.